welcome back to Let's Play The Binding of Isaac. I think this time I'm going to do one of the 9 challenges that we have available. And I'll start out with Large Marge, because why not? This actually unlocks a really good trinket. So the stipulation for this challenge, all Curse of the Labyrinth. So you only get 3 shops, only one of which is guaranteed to not be greed. Because, well, I'll explain why. And you require 2. The first item room you find on the first floor does require a key. So the main challenge here is just get to the end. Like, find the end. But I really like XL floors. 1.8 times the amount of rooms. Not twice as many like I thought. Which, since we're on the first floor here, isn't too much. But that does mean we can get a devil room on the first floor. But it only appears on the after the second boss if we encounter it. Luckily, that means that if we take red heart damage on the first boss, we still lose 99. Speaking of losing health this early, so Biznap actually made a mistake. He's the main source for mechanics. Basically, 99% chance is added if you take no red heart damage on the whole floor, including the boss, or in this case, second boss. Let's see what's in here. Lemon Mishap. Worst item typically acknowledged as the worst item in the game. Ooh, Common Cold. Adds poison chance to our shots. Lemon Mishap creates creep on the floor, but it's very small and doesn't last very long. Balls of Steel, definitely worth the bomb. That was essentially a tinted rock. Speaking of tinted rocks, yeah, it's completely Nope, not fast enough. But I did uncover the secret room, so not guaranteed to get the poison, just a chance on hit. Here we get the 1-up. It does exactly what you'd think it does. Only it takes you to the previous room. Doesn't. So you have to restart the room you died in. I like this item. It's kind of a crutch, I guess, but... Let's see, what's the spill? Telepills. Alright. Let's see. I've already been to both item rooms, but I do want to see if I can get some more keys. Telepills randomly teleports you to a room on the floor. This does include the 2 secret rooms. There's only 1 secret room on XL floors. I mean, like, the top secret room, which is generally considered to be the worst of the 2, and also much more difficult to find. And nope, not making it out of that. That's the creep, by the way. Charges in 2 rooms at least, so it's, if you've got nothing else, it is usable. Let's see. I'll see what the first boss is before deciding which one I'm using it on. Because if it's Famine, it does nothing. Alright. No more keys. Not to be confused with no more tears. Let's see, what's in here? Kamikaze flies. Not worth the spirit heart, but it was worth checking. Speaking of Famine, I believe I went over him, but for one of the Harbingers that you unlock by beating Mom the first time was not in the original release of the game. They were added on the Halloween patch along with a mini-boss that we haven't encountered yet because he only shows up in Devil Rooms occasionally, but he flies, he spawns flies, then he does this triple shot thing. One of the easier bosses for this early. Always drops the cube of meat, which is an orbital, so when the cube of meat touches any enemy, it damages them, unlike the pretty fly, which only damages fly enemies, and if a tear runs into it, the tear is destroyed. Alright, Widow. Huh, if he jumps over it, it still does the 8 damage. Weird. But it doesn't even do enough damage to be worthwhile. Edmund is thinking of buffing it in Rebirth, but... Ow. He used... On the launch of Wrath of the Lamb, he used to actually deal a full red heart on a hit. So if you got hit 3 times, you were dead as Isaac. Or once, you were dead with you. Ooh, we got the pentagram. That is a flat damage up. And here we have... I'll take the mark. Damage up and speed up. So... We're doing some pretty good damage here. Remember, this challenge, we always get XL floors. So, keys slightly more and slightly less valuable. Slightly more because you have one more item room that requires it. Slightly less because, it's kind of, you only have 3 shops. So, yeah, we're doing a lot of damage here. Holy cow. So, obviously, hunting for the... Okay. I'm safe. Ow. Evidently not, actually. Anyway, doing challenges will mostly unlock trinkets, but there are a couple of items that you unlock. Trinkets, as I mentioned, are like temporary items. If you're holding one, you'll see it in the top left. Under the map. Okay. I'm one-shotting the flies that these guys spawn, which is... I am playing a dangerous game. Well, there's one less TNT, so it's slightly less dangerous. Alright. I am really hoping for an HP upgrade, but I can't really influence that. Unless I find an arcade, because I did enter the... XL floors count as the second floor of a chapter, so you can find, arcades in them. Oh, I guess creep does affect flying enemies. That, or they were dying to the cube of meat. And yes, the cube of meat is essentially a gelatinous cube. It hurts. Maybe I'll pick up the ladder. Kinda doubt it. So, hunting for keys and the item rooms. I mean, this isn't... I believe that this ends with the depths, or necropolis. I don't believe it goes into womb utero, but you never know. These runs are kind of inconsistent like that. If I had a key, I would open that. I guess we have our boss, so technically it would be a better idea to fight the boss now. Yeah, let's do it. Fistula. As mentioned, we haven't really fought him as a boss, but... Okay. Creep does not affect flying enemies. Spawns the little silkworms. I think they have slightly less health than regular silkworms, which is obviously a good thing. Unless you're trying to abuse the battery to get more item charges, but why would you do that on a fistula room? Ow. But yeah, if I get an HP upgrade from this, then technically exploring the rest of the floor is much less dangerous. Instead, I get a Tears upgrade. That's good too. Let me get this health. Like, I don't think there are any other flying bosses on the cave, so it would be in my best interest to get the Lemon Mishap charged. I never actively look for secret rooms on XL floors because there are so many possible junctures that they could be at. Alright. I'd love to find an arcade here. Gertie. This is... I'm still playing a dangerous game here. Pretty much the tankiest boss. Oh, I missed with that. Whatever. Thank you, Cube of Meat. This has not been won yet, though. No. Let's try that again. That was way too early to give up. Sucks that I lost so much. Such a good run, though. Another room that's really valuable on this run is a library. But Brother Bobby, familiar, shoots with you. DPS up. I really like it. Some people don't. Hey, that's just like your opinion, man. Ooh, a beggar. I don't believe I've gone over beggars. If you give them... They pay out with either a consumable or... They are guaranteed within 7 cents to pay out with a consumable or an item. If it's a regular item, they disappear after donating 7 cents to them. Like, if you give them 5 cents and they pay out with an item, with a pickup, then it will take up to 7 cents again. So it's not like give 5 cents, get something, then give another 2 cents to get something. Up. Net loss of 0. Might as well check for the secret room. My real motivation was to get that money. Brother Bobby does as much damage as Isaac base damage, which is to say 3.5. Alright. Getting plenty of keys here. By the way, I'm not one of those people who tries to break the game like Bisnap, though I might do it once or twice. I'm not planning on doing like several hundred videos on this, though. I'm just planning on doing them occasionally. Now, if you want a daily binding of Isaac, subscribe to Northern Lion and Bisnap. Northern Lion is somewhat cringeworthy, I'll admit. Isaac's Fork. Chance on room clear to gain a half red heart. Pretty good for blood banks. There's Isaac's Fork in action. Let's see. Razor Blade. I see how it is, game. I'll pick it up anyway. And I will go back to that beggar to potentially get some stuff. I'll get at least one thing out of him. I could blow him up and get a extra 35% chance of a deal with the devil, but I don't think that's necessary, really. Alright, fair enough. Paid 5 cents for an HP upgrade and some red hearts in case somehow I pick up a temperance card and want to play the heck out of it. Temperance card causes a blood bank to spawn. Who are we fighting? Widow. Not in the clear for no red heart damage. Yet. Because the Widow can be a tricky beast. Ah! See? 2 more hits, and I lose out on that 99% deal with the double chance. Which is actually 100. Oh, I do not want shot speed up. Which actually makes your base chance 100. Because, you start out with 1% before the modifiers start kicking in. Like, if you get a double room, and then on the next floor, you actually have only a quarter of your actual chance to get the double room. But I don't have to worry about that. It's a health up, but a slight shot speed up. I'm taking it because of the health up. And I'm gonna bank on getting Brimstone. I'm gonna deal with the devil. Oh god, keepers. Greed heads, whatever you want to call them. All enemies have official names. It's just, there's like, pretty much everyone agrees on, well, has different names for them. Like, the pajama jumping jack guys, people like to call hoppers. I don't think that's what they're actually called, because they hop around a lot. Hop on pop. These guys have a ton of health. They're kind of a pain to deal with Isaac's base damage. I mean, they're a pain to deal with anyone, really, but I'm gonna blame it on Isaac's base damage. I do have a lot of health. Wait, how did I not get a deal with the devil on the last floor? Maybe you get a negative modifier for donating to Judgment? Or the beggar, as he is called in the code. People call him Judgment because he spawns if you use the Judgment card. And there are room layouts with him just naturally there, but... Razor Blade, basically, you use it, you take a red heart of damage, and you gain some damage. For a room. It does stack, like you can use it multiple times to deal more damage, but that's not really useful unless you have some way of getting invincibility, like the Celtic Cross. I have the keys, but I don't know where the item rooms are. I'll check this room. Okay. I'm going to fight the boss next. These guys are basically miniature Larry Jr.'s. So, that's annoying. They can destroy the obstacles, whether it be poo or fire. So there's literally no reason to keep the obstacles on the room before killing them. Because if they destroy it, you don't have a chance at getting the drop, I'm pretty sure. Just like bombs. I'll fight a boss. See how it goes. Gertie Jr., really? I thought that was a cave. I thought that was a depths. I mean, a cellar boss. Maybe it's both. Yeah, basically, miniature Gertie jumps to shoot in multiple directions, then launches himself around. I'll go ahead and do this just to speed the process up because I'm probably gonna get a lot of health on the floor. Eight ball, shot speed up, but the tarot card kind of makes it worth it, especially since it's strength. So, our tiers are going at about Mach 5. I'm not gonna fight the second boss yet, though. This does debuff the lump of coal item that I don't think we've gotten yet. I thought I had Cube of Meat still. Because that bases that adds damage based on how many frames a tier has been on screen. So shot speed does decrease the amount of frames. But I don't really care about that. What I care about is the knockback it causes, which can be beneficial. Don't get me wrong. It's just not beneficial in enough situations. Wow, I really got hit there. Charm of the Vampire. I'm really being tanky here, huh? Lots of health, lifesteal, every 16 kills, including knocking down glow bins. You get a half red heart back. I mean, I guess shot speed can be a little useful, even if you don't take the knockback into consideration. Like these guys, you want to knock them around so they don't hit you, because they do a full heart of damage, which kind of sucks. Barely avoided that. Oh, there's a tinted rock. I didn't notice it at first. Ooh, the small rock. Speed down, tears up, damage up. You unlock it by destroying a bunch of rocks with bombs. And you find it in tinted rocks. This room is kind of harrowing, because you've got these eternal flies all over. Matchstick. Increases chance of bomb drops and decreases the chance of other drops. Huh. Got 2 bombs out of that. Just because of that, I don't think it's worth it. Though it does, like, have a chance of just adding bombs to a drop, like from chests. I'll take it. That was Charm of the Vampire in action. I feel like it was meant to be more useful, but just became not useful. Because I'm pretty sure there were items that were intended to be useful and intended to be bad. But, like, number 1 wasn't meant to be this, like, almost unusably bad. Razor Blade is actually really good for Eve, because if you're only at 1 red heart, it doesn't just kill you. It takes you down to half a red heart. So, sorry, just getting in a more comfortable position. So, you can use it to activate the Whore of Babylon state. That's one of those rooms that's almost guaranteed damage, but because of the small rock, and I think maybe shot speed up, I didn't take damage at the start, or at all. I was very careful to say at the start, because I felt like I was going to get hit as soon as I said it. This is another room where shot speed is useful. Like, you can hit them before they start hitting you with a barrage of bullets. Hey, Judgment. Might hit you up. But yeah, you can, as I mentioned, blow it up with a bomb. And you do get some stuff out of it. It's like opening a chest, only without the chance of an item. And you get less stuff. Ooh. Small odd mushroom. Massive fire rate up. I think a slight speed up. Takes away a good portion of your hitbox. And just is a generally great item. Thank you, Charm of the Vampire. I may just play the heck out of that blood bank down there if I get enough health to be comfortable doing it. I'm gonna use the strength card on the boss room for sure. Unless I somehow find a better tarot card, which I can't think of any right now for a boss fight. I was being too cocky there. And suffered for it. Yeah, you get a, like, kind of a major damage down, but you get such a high fire rate up that it's totally worth it. Like, there are some trade-off items like this, but they tend to be so good that it's not really worth it. Worth not taking, I mean. I'm thinking I'll check what's in the shop. If it's not something really good, play the heck out of Judgment. If it's something good, buy it. If I have the money from the blood donation machine. And then play the heck out of Judgment with my remaining money. But we'll have to see how things go. I should check out that challenge room down there. There's pretty much no reason not to, because I have full health. Regular challenge rooms, you can enter with full health. Boss challenge rooms, you can only enter with 1 red heart of health. For regular challenge rooms, it counts spirit hearts, so if you're, like, teleport, I'll definitely use that to get out of there. Like, if you're at, like, 4 of 5 red hearts, but then you take a spirit heart, you can go in. Whereas with a boss challenge room, it doesn't count your spirit hearts, so spirit hearts don't hurt you in any way, basically. I actually can't think of any situations where having spirit hearts would hurt you. I can think of ways where going spirit heart only and 0 red health, or even negative red health, would hurt you, but oh, come on. Really? Let's see, cube of meat. And I do think I'm gonna play the heck out of this blood bank. Because I've got at least 1 red heart on the floor. Which is just enough to make it worth going to the shop. I didn't use the strength card, so I guess if it's greed, I can use it there. I really like the music in this game. Alright, kinda figured, but hey. You'll drop a bunch of money, which I can use on Judgment. On XL floors and the second floor of a chapter, you have a pretty decent chance of... You have a 50% chance... Well, no, just on the second catacombs or caves floor. 50% chance of the shop being greed. If it is, then Chapter 3, Floor 2 is going to be greed. If not, then Chapter 3, Floor 1 is. Thanks for the key. Thanks for the half red heart. Portable slot. Ooh! Now this is an interesting proposition. Because what you can do with the portable slot is actually farm for boss items. Let me show you, after I play with this once. Plus, chance of getting other pickups, so totally worth trying. Because with a slot machine, there's a chance of getting a black fly. It's kind of hard because of this cube of meat, but I will totally play all of my money into this. Another couple plays on the blood bank. What's the spill? Never mind about those plays on the blood bank. Another bad trip pill, which you can actually use as a full health pill if you... Oh, I shouldn't have taken that spirit heart. Because if you're down to half a red to 1 red heart, which includes spirit hearts, unfortunately. Ooh, pretty fly. That means that that's a pretty fly, basically. Wow. Alright, so I go down here, play the blood bank a few times to get some more money. I am totally investing in this because I want to win this challenge. I'm pretty sure I passed up Cat O' Nine Tails, so all the, I think I'll invest these, Spirit Hearts into this as well. Plus, because there is also the chance of the HP upgrade. Or I could get the IV back. Which is still good from the item farming point of view, because I have a bunch more money to gamble. But basically, if I get a black fly, I can leave the room, come back, and since there's an enemy in the room won't count as cleared, so the boss will respawn. Plus you get general supplies out of this, so... The portable slot is literally having a, slot machine in your spacebar. Kind of wish there was a portable fortune teller, but that would be kind of broken. Wow. Alright, so that's 3 more plays on the IV bag. And yes, or 1 play on the IV bag, and then... Ooh. Oh my god! I don't care about that farming anymore. Sacred Heart. Slight shot speed down, massive damage up. Forget that boss farming thing. No, this is gonna be the most broken large Marge run. IV bag gives you enough invincibility that you actually get 2 plays per half red heart. Well, 2 plays per damage, because it does do a full heart on chapter 4 and beyond. Unfortunately, these pretty flies are going to make it really difficult to actually abuse the flies. What's this? Bad gas. Wow. No red flies in all of those plays. That's kind of ridiculous. Oh well. I think I'll keep the portable slot just in case I feel like item farming the first boss on the next chapter. Just to make... No, I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna play all my money into it because... well, I can. Actually... we'll see if I get up to 15 cents. Oh yeah, Homing Tears from Sacred Heart 2. Pretty much the rarest gift from God item. If I was smart, I would bring the IV bag. Well... you can also blow up slot machines if I didn't cover that. Usually pays for itself. Oh god, these hearts. One thing I kind of wish about the hearts is if you hit the heart, then the mask gets associated with would flash, so you at least know which one you're trying to kill. Figured it'd be greed. Technically, you can... might as well take the Steam sale, literally. No reason not to. This isn't because I don't have the item that allows you to actually abuse item farming, so I'm not going to go into it yet. Also, fun fact, if you have Poison Touch, you don't damage those hearts with it. That's the matchstick at work, by the way, because normally you only get 2 drops out of a tinted rock. But the matchstick makes it so that you'll occasionally get like an extra drop Like, it doesn't convert another drop into bombs. It's a pretty good trinket. Especially if you get some bomb-related upgrades. Might as well open this chest here. Loads of money. You also can't get the dollar out of the slot machine. Out of the portable slot like you can the real slot machines. This could have easily been a 55-cent run, by the way. I just didn't realize it at the time. I mean, technically, if I just played a bunch and got a bunch of nickels, I would be able to, get it, but no. I really do want to unlock him as soon as possible, because he's probably going to be how I get most of my, defeat Mom's Heart X times items. Because he is so broken until you, get the certain item, get a starting item for Isaac. If you unlocked the starting item for Isaac, by the way, it wouldn't show up in these challenges, so. Up. These masks are so stupid. They're too random. They're like the Larry Jr.'s, only worse. Range up. Might as well. There's literally no reason not to take range up. Even if it doesn't do anything for you, like if you have Brimstone. No reason not to. It gets it out of the item pool. I'm not sure if you could item farm item rooms, but I only need one more key to go to the item room, so. It's funny how I keep getting these really good runs early on. Technically, you could actually HP farm here. See? But I don't need to, because I don't have the IV bag anymore. So it's not really that hard to get 55 cents, it's just the RNG has to be on your side, and you have to actually be thinking about it at the moment. Stars takes us to an item room. Oh, it got lucky. I'm gonna take the mom's bottle of pills. Bad trip. Potentially actually really good. I don't know why my throat is all bleh. I had a headache today. Kinda sucked. Especially considering it was a school day. I don't get why some people actually get election day off. Like, is it to clear up the... Oh, God. Mask of Infamy. Worst boss in the game. I don't care what Biznap says about Isaac and... Isaac's final boss being... Disregard what I said. No health bar. And when you beat the heart, you have to kill the mask by shooting behind it. I am so glad they didn't do this with the enemy. Because it's so RNG based. Like, this is the one boss that's actually super good to have shot speed for. Like, all the other boss fights are just, oh, yeah, but... Up. One more. I'll just use the full health. It's my panic button. Also funny, that thing. It plays the mom fight music on the Necropolis X or Depths XL first boss, no matter what. Just kind of silly. It's a good song. Wait, burnt penny? No, you're supposed to get the flat penny. Yeah, for some reason the challenge ends after you beat the first boss of the XL floor. I thought you got the flat penny from this. Burnt penny is a trinket where when you pick up a coin, there's a chance of a bomb spawning. It's a 50% chance. It's not any higher if it's a nickel or dime than if it's a penny. Bugger. A bad trip pill like 2 times in a row. That's... Let's see. That's a 1 in 36 chance? Because you get 6 pills out of your pill pool every run. So you're not going to find every pill. Ugh. Arguably, I should have done Dark is the Night, but that's such an annoying challenge, even though it unlocks basically the best spacebar item in the game. You might be thinking, wait, the Book of Revelations is better. It's really not. I don't think I've unlocked it yet, but Book of Revelations, by having beaten all of the Harbingers once, so that's War, Famine, Pestilence, and Death, you unlock the Book of Revelations, which it gives you a Spirit Heart every 6 rooms, and if you use it, if you haven't already fought that chapter's Harbinger, you will fight that as the first boss. Explosive Diarrhea, that pill effect, is actually... There's actually a glitch without Spider Mod or 1.5. So if you're playing the Steam version, basically. I think that's also on Desura, but nobody uses Desura, unfortunately. I do have a game on there that I want to LP, but... basically, it spawns 5 bombs around as you walk, and they blow up. Not in 1.48 without Spider Mod. I don't know why. I think it's a bug in the programming where it accidentally, they accidentally commented out the code for it. There's a fix for it in Spider Mod if you want to use it, basically. I'm basically using all the bug fixes on Spider Mod, so my play may, the way my runs go may vary. Well, they'll obviously vary. It's a roguelite, but... Alright. I think if I stand here, I can't get hit except by enemies spawned. Even then, that's extremely low chance, because I have 3 orbitals. I stood a little too far to the left. And you'll tear through her like whatever. Anyway, that was the Large Marge challenge. Thanks for watching, guys, and next time I'll probably do a regular run. See you guys then.